What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy, I'm for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at y'all with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it poppin', baby, and see what we got going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs in love. Hopefully y'all doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram, my Twitter, and my TikTok. If y'all want to drop a follow, I would greatly appreciate that. Shout out to the notification gang. I would love to see my notification gang pull on through. As always, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw today was Pisces. So let's go ahead and get it started, and we'll see what we got going on. What do we got going on here for Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Pisces? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Hey everybody, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. Hope you all are well, and thank you all for tuning in. All right, Team Pisces, we're going to get one last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on for the fish. Hopefully, the fish are doing well. Let's see what we got going on. Pisces, overall energy here for you is going to be the Knight of Wands. So you could be connecting here potentially with a fire sign such as a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. Having a look at your current energy, we have the Hermit in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we have the High Priestess in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you, Pisces, is going to be the Nine of Wands. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we got going on here for you. So taking a look here into your next 24 hours, we have the Knight of Wands here all the way to the Hermit card in reverse. Right off the bat here, Knight of Wands energy usually represents the energy of pursuit, the energy of kind of moving in a direction. So it feels like you're coming back to something here, because when you see the Hermit in reverse, Hermit reverse tends to represent coming back to something. So I feel like you're moving in the direction, like moving backwards. You're coming back to something here, Pisces. Having a look at what it is you're dealing with. You're dealing with High Priestess reversed. So this could be the energy potentially for some of you that you're coming back to a situation that you kind of kept a secret, or you're coming back to a situation that you kind of buried and didn't really want to dig up until now. Because looking at the outcome here being the Nine of Wands tends to represent the energy of something that's been held back. So it almost kind of feels to me like if you were dealing with something a while ago, you might have shrugged it off, you might have swept it under the carpet, but now you're realizing in the next 24 hours, okay, the carpet's getting a little bit dirty. It's time to open that carpet. It's time to lift it up, and it's time to do a little bit of cleaning. You see what I'm saying, Pisces? So let's say there was something that bothered you in the past. You know, you might have brushed it off, but moving into the next 24 hours, it's like, okay, I can't put off something any longer. I kind of need to face it, and I need to heal. So if it's something emotional, that's probably the case here for you. If it's not something emotional, you could have potentially put off, you know, a conversation with somebody, and then in the next 24 hours, it's like, okay, you know what? It's time to have that conversation. So that could be the case here happening for you as well. But I feel like for many of you, you know, with the High Priestess coming into play here, you buried something. You know, maybe you buried a situation that happened and you kind of just pretended it didn't happen. Maybe you pushed away a person. Maybe you pushed away a situation of the past. But moving into the next 24 hours, it's like, okay, I can't hold back from feeling what I'm feeling anymore. So it's time for me to kind of step up right now, move back into this energy, and really focus on healing from it. So I do see that if any of you Pisces here have kind of just like left something alone or pushed something away, you're more than likely here going to go back to it in the next 24 in order to heal it, okay? Now, of course, it's not going to resonate to every Pisces out there, but if you do happen to experience this, it's going to be a good thing for you. At the end of the day, feeling is indeed healing. The more we push away our problems or push away our situations or push away our emotions, the more longevity, right? We give to those problems and feelings and emotions. We allow that to live longer within us instead of facing it, confronting it, and, you know, actually letting it all go so that you can move forward. So if any of you end up resonating with this, you're going to be letting something go here by confronting it, because it's like, screw it. No more running. It's time to confront what I need to, and it's time to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right, Piscean, that's what we have in store here for you. Take it if it resonates, of course. Leave it if it doesn't. So we started out today with the water signs. We're going to go ahead and do water. Well, let's do water, air, fire, earth. Jumping on into the air sign. Let's have a look here at the Aquarius. What do we got going on? Messages for Aquarian. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aquarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Aqua, you guys are showing up here pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and get this last shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Aquarius, overall energy here for you is going to be the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse position. So you could be connecting here potentially with a earth sign such as a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have the Six of Wands. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we have here the Page of Cups, and then looking at the outcome for you, Aquarius, is going to be the 10 of Pentacles. All right, so let's see what's in store here for your next 24 hours. Well, we start out with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, and then we move into the Six of Wands upright. So moving into your next 24 hours, I feel like you're starting to lose patience in a situation. Seven of Pentacles reversed usually represents losing patience, not really feeling as patient as you were previously. And with the Six of Wands upright being your current energy, it usually represents kind of moving things along. So you're not really feeling patient either with someone or something anymore, and I think you're getting ready here to kind of take flight is what it looks like to me, Aquarius. I can't stick around anymore. I can't wait anymore. I need to move in a different direction. Having a look at what you're dealing with the Page of Cups. So someone here is offering something better to you than what it is you were waiting on all this time is what I'm feeling for you. Let's say, for example, Aquarius, you were dealing with somebody in love and you were trying to, get the ball rolling. You were waiting for them. You were doing everything you can. And then in the next 24 hours, somebody else kind of steps in and you realize, you know what? I'm done being patient. I'm done waiting on somebody who's not waiting on me. I'm going to take the offer that's right in front of me. And guess what? Looking at the outcome here being the 10 of Pentacles here says Aquarius, it turns out even better. So let me just throw this out here real quick for Aquarians dealing with love-related situations. If you're waiting on an ex, or if you're waiting on a person who is like currently making no moves and you have been as patient as could be, but you have somebody else right in front of you, choose the person who's literally right in front of you instead. Because I genuinely do believe 10 of Pentacles showing up here for the outcome, you're going to have so much more of a better time. You're going to be so much more satisfied and so much more happier with the new person than the person you were waiting on. So of course, not every Aquarian is going to be dealing with a love-related situation, but if you were, choose the new person. I think that that's the way to go. Now, if this is not you dealing with a love-related situation, this could be you dealing with a work-related situation for some of you. Maybe you've been waiting for a raise for a long time, but you're starting to lose your patience. And guess what? Another job is offering a better pay. Maybe another job here is offering a better competitive wage, and they offer better benefits, and they offer genuinely a better working environment. So it's kind of like a no-brainer here. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Why would I wait for my current job to give me a raise and give me everything I want if I'm being offered from a better job everything I want and some more, So Six of Wands over here, screw it. I'm not waiting on my job here to comply. I'm jumping to where I'm getting everything I desire and more, and it turns out being freaking wonderful. So for some of you Aquarians here, you might potentially be moving or shifting into a new job or a new working force if they are offering you and providing you better types of things than what your current job or current situation is. So, at the end of the day, the main point of this reading, or kind of like the main synopsis of it, Aquarian, is that you're being offered something better than what you've been waiting for. Take the new thing. Take the better thing, okay? Take whatever new offer is showing up for you, especially if you've been waiting on something that really has been making no moves in your life. Maybe you've been waiting on a person. You've been waiting on your boss to give you a raise. You've been waiting on your friends. You've been waiting on somebody else to do something with you. Maybe you were trying to start a business with somebody else and you've been waiting for them. Screw that. Start the business yourself, At the end of the day, the more we wait, the more stagnation gets manifested and created in our lives. And we all deserve to be moving forward with life, just as life is constantly moving. So Aquarius, if you're noticing that you're losing your patience in a situation and something different and new is being offered to you, I say choose the new thing. I genuinely think with the 10 of Pentacles here being the outcome, it's going to be much, much better than you can imagine. All right, Aquarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we did our water, we did our air, jumping on into the fire. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Aries gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information is showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Aries? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my zodiac sign of Aries, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on for the Ram fam, baby. Hopefully, all is well. Starting out here with your overall energy, it's going to be you. We do have here the Fool in reverse. Taking a look here at your current energy, we have the Queen of Cups in reverse, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We do have here the Eight of Wands in reverse, and then lastly for the outcome, what do we have? And we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for Team Aries. Well, coming into your next 24 hours, Fool in reverse here all the way to the Queen of Cups in the reverse position. For the Aries, I think that right now something is definitely not emotionally fulfilling and even emotionally engaging. There's something here I'm seeing for you right now that you're not interested in. It kind of feels to me like with the Fool in reverse, it's like, I don't want to take a chance on it. I don't want to take a chance on someone. I don't want to take a chance on something. And I think the reason why is because of how stagnant or how MIA whatever you've been dealing with is. For example, looking at what you're dealing with here, Eight of Wands reversed. Let's say Eight of Wands reversed for a second is a person. If you're an Aries and you're dealing with a person who's not responding to you, barely communicating with you, barely making much of an effort, why would you, invest? Why would you take the time to invest in somebody who barely seems to be making much of an investment to you? Right? At the end of the day, it looks to me like with the outcome here being the Ace of Pentacles reverse, Aries, you're about to say, you know what? An opportunity here has been missed. And unfortunately, the other person missed the opportunity. So I feel like you really tried to click with someone, or you tried to really, invest in a situation, but it doesn't feel to me like the opposing energy was all that interested. Eight of Wands reverse typically represents a lack of communication, a lack of effort. So let's say you were reaching out to a corporation or reaching out to a job, you were interested in working somewhere, you showed a lot of interest, maybe they've barely been showing you interest back. You're like, screw it, they're going to miss out on a great employee. I'm going to look elsewhere. If you've been looking in love and you've been reaching out constantly and this person here barely reached out back, you're just going to say, you know what, if they're uninterested, it is what it is. They're going to miss out on an opportunity to have love with me. If it's a friendship, maybe you and your friend lately, you've been trying to get closer to them or you've been trying to hang out with them and they've been blowing you off. If they've been blowing you off, you're like, fuck it, I'm done reaching out. They're just going to miss out on having opportunities of fun with me because as an Aries, I'm a fun ass freaking person. I'm amazing, I'm dope, I'm fantastic. And if they don't want to hang with me and have a good time, it is what it is. So with that being said here for you, Aries, I feel that moving into your next 24 hours, there's some sort of opposing energy here that's just not making much of an effort or is not communicating at all, and you're like, screw it, why bother to invest in something that isn't going to be reciprocated? So Ace of Pentacles reversed, you're missing out on the opportunity with me, and I'm gonna keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. All right, Aries, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up the air, we also did the water, and we did the fire, jumping on into the earth signs. Now let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Capricorn. What is up, baby? Messages for Team Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my Capricorn peeps, let's see what we got going on here for you. Hopefully, we're looking at some pretty fantastic stuff. What do we got going on? Capricorn, overall energy for you is going to be the Three of Wands. So right off the bat, you could be connecting here potentially with, sorry, itchy eye. You could be connecting here potentially with a fire sign for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Three of Pentacles in reverse, looking at what you're dealing with. We have here the Hanged Man. And then lastly for you, Capricorn, is going to be the Fool card in the upright position. So let's see what is going on here for you. Well, Capricorn, right off the bat, you could be dealing with the Pisces. You also could be connecting here with an Aries for a few of you. So when we see here the Three of Wands all the way paired with the Three of Pentacles reversed, it's like you're kind of been waiting for some situation to be resolved, but it kind of feels to me like you're the person not resolving it. Capricorn, you're waiting for somebody else to put the work in, period. That's what it looks like to me here for you moving into your next 24 hours. You're waiting for somebody else to put the work in. You are definitely not going to be the person putting the work in solely this time. It's like, if you want to make it work, you reach out to me, period. I don't even feel like the Three of Wands in this case for you is necessarily waiting either. It's kind of like you're leaving a door open and seeing if they want to walk through. You're not inviting them in, but if they happen to walk in, okay, it is what it is. So this could be anybody, friend, family member, or lover, but you're definitely in a space right now, Capricorn, where you're not going to be the person here to be the solution. You're not going to be the person here to be the fixer. It's like, if you want to walk back through that door and work on things with me, do it. But if you don't, It is what it is. The door's open, but it won't be open forever. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, Capricorn, you're dealing with a Hangman card. Hangman card here represents stagnancy. And I think that things have been stagnant between you and somebody else for quite some time. Whether it's a family member, friend, lover, energies just haven't been moving. And I think that you're tired of being the one to try to get some sort of growth in this connection. Whatever kind of relationship this may be, you've been the person trying to make it grow, and you're very much so over it. You've reached your limit here. You're at the edge, looking at the outcome being the Fool card. Fool card here represents like, I'm about to jump off the edge and venture into the unknown and explore my other options and see what else is out there. There's no point for me to wait on somebody who isn't specifically waiting on me. And if you've watched my channel for a very long time, y'all know that I constantly say this: never wait on somebody who is not waiting on you. All right? Never wait on somebody who is not waiting on you, because all you're going to do is remain stagnant for no reason. So Capricorns, the door's open. They're not necessarily invited in, but they're not also kicked out. They can choose to walk in if they want to, but if they don't walk in, well, it's not going to be open forever, because eventually you'll find something new. All right, Capricorn, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our first batch of zodiac signs for today. Jumping on into our next batch now and going back into the water. Let's have a look here at the birthday peeps. I want to see what's going on here for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. Scorpio, I want to wish you all a very happy birthday and a very happy Scorpio season. Hope it's been going well here for you so far. And we're going to get one more shuffle, and we'll see what we got going on here for your daily reading. What information do we have for the Scorpio? Scorpio, overall energy for you is going to be the Star card. As I always mention, Aquarians and Scorpios seem to never get enough of each other. I swear, if it's an Aquarian read, a Scorpio shows up. If it's a Scorpio read, an Aquarius shows up. So I think you guys are definitely long lost lovers. Looking at the current energy for you, we have the Temperance in reverse. Looking at what you're dealing with, we do have here the Hangman, and then lastly for you is going to be the Fool card showing up here for the outcome. So let's see what's going on here for you, Team Scorpio. Coming into your next 24 hours, Star card here to the Temperance in reverse. I think that despite how you're feeling, you're still very hopeful for a situation in your life. That's what it really looks like to me here for you, Scorpio. It's like, despite the situation, despite how I'm feeling, I'm hopeful that everything's going to be okay. And I think that truly, and I truly believe this, if you believe that no matter what struggle happens in life, that God's always got your back, even if you're not a person that believes in God, or if you don't call it God and you call God the universe, or whatever you call, a higher being, and even if you don't believe in it, it's like, if you believe in the mentality that you're going to be okay at the end of the day, no matter what, like, you're good, universe got your back, like, you're gonna be fine. Listen, man, life's gonna have its trials and tribulations, it's gonna have its ups and downs, it's gonna have rough ass fucking moments, but it definitely is always gonna allow you to bounce back. Life always gives you opportunities constantly to bounce back, especially when times are tough. So Scorpio, I feel here for you, it's like, you're keeping up a good mental right now. Taking a look here at the Star to the Temperance reverse, it's like, I might not be feeling great, but I'm hopeful. I'm in a good space. I know God's got me. I know the universe got me. I know that I'm going to be okay. Taking a look at what you're dealing with here, you're dealing with the Hangman. Now, granted, the Hangman can be a card that represents stagnancy. It can also be a card that tends to represent a sort of a moment of enlightenment, right? So it feels to me for you here, Scorpio, it's like, I'm enlightened right now. I recognize that life is going to have its ups and downs, but I also recognize that the downs are just as temporary as the ups. So if I'm in a place right now where I'm not particularly feeling at a high point, that only means that I'm getting closer and closer to a high point every day. Because at this moment in time, if you're in a low point in your life, that's temporary. That means that if you feel like you're at rock bottom, it's only a matter of time before you shoot up to the top. So it's good in that retrospect. And I think that as you start to see that, you're getting excited for what's to come. Looking at the outcome here for you, Scorpio, being the Fool card here says, you know what? I'm going to let go of all my stress. I'm going to let go of all my worry. I'm going to let go of all my anxieties. And I'm just going to basically take a step back and kind of surrender to the situation that's happening in my life right now. And I think it's a beautiful way of going about it, because surrendering is so powerful. You know, I remember many moments in my life when I've struggled, and I would be angry, you know? Anger was like one of the main emotions I'd hone in on when I'm super stressed. I'd be just really fucking angry. Angry to the point where you get emotional, you know? And I remember I was just fighting and fighting and fighting, and I was like, why, God? Like, why do you fucking hate me? Like, I would get in those types of mentalities, and it's like, God never hates you, right? But I would get in that energy, and then I would just realize all I needed to do was surrender. And when I would surrender and when I would accept that my situation is the way it is right now and just trust and have faith and trust in the process and trust in God, I felt instant relief, and I knew that things were going to be okay. And you know what? In a matter of time, they were. In a matter of time, I did indeed bounce back, because if you can just trust the process, that even if shit sucks right now and you can surrender to what your situation is and just know that things will get better, inevitably it does. So Scorpio, I feel a massive release happening here for you in your next 24 hours, especially with the Fool card here showing up for the outcome. It's like, you know what? I can fight and fight and fight. I can be as angry as I want to be, but I'm hopeful that things will turn around, and I'm going to surrender to what my current situation is. I'm going to let go, let God. And with that being said, at the end of the day, better days will come. So the situation might not be great, but I surrender to it. I accept it. I allow the situation to be what it is, and eventually things are going to level out for sure. You know, so Scorpio, I love it, baby. You're going to be okay. Literally. That's why you're keeping it popping, pushing, and moving forward. You know, a lot of people always wonder why I say that statement. I don't even remember like when it actually became a thing for me. It's been in my language and on my YouTube channel for so long, right, guys? You guys hear me say that every day. I've been saying it for years. Like, we're just going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And like, what it essentially means, what it boils down to, is that life is going to have its ups and downs, as I previously mentioned. Life's going to get rough, but as long as you keep it popping and pushing and moving forward, as long as you keep on going with the flow, as long as you keep on going with life, as long as you keep on, you know, just acknowledging that things can turn around, things will get better, and you keep on fighting to live your best life and to be in your highest of vibration, you're going to be A-okay. So that's why we keep it popping, pushing, and moving motherfucking forward, because you know what? Life goes on. We get past shit. We move on from shit, and we experience better shit. Okay? So there you go. All right, baby. So all the water, or not all the water signs, but the water signs are done currently for the second batch. We're going to jump on in now into the air sign and see what we got going on here for the Libra. All right. What do we got going on here for Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Libra? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, for the 173 peeps in the chat, if y'all could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Really, really means a lot to me. All right, Team Libra, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Libra, overall energy for you is going to be the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, an opportunity. Okay. Having a look at your current energy, we got the Empress in reverse. Taking a look at what you're dealing with, we have the Two of Swords in reverse. And then looking at the outcome for you, Libra, is going to be the Eight of Swords. Okay, let's see what we got going on here for you. So Libra, coming into your next 24 hours, Ace of Pentacles here to the, I almost said the Hermit, but Ace of Pentacles here to the Empress in reverse. Could be connecting with a Libra. Kind of feels to me here for you that there is going to be an opportunity for growth in your next 24 hours, because growth is what seems to be lacking at this time. Taking a look here at your current energy, being the Empress reversed, Empress reversed usually has a tendency of meaning a lack of growth. So I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for some sort of growth to occur for you. For Libras that are dealing with like their own business, like if you have your own business and if you have your own company or anything like that, there could potentially be some opportunity that like lands on your doorstep here in the next 24 hours that like allows you to actually get into a place of massive growth, which is really cool. So there could be an improvement there for those of you that own your own businesses. This also could be though the case though too for those of you that work at a job. It could be that you might be getting an increase. There could be a raise potentially coming for some of you if you are in a place where you've been wanting financial growth. So there could be some sort of financial opportunity manifesting here that's going to allow you to get financial growth is what I'm seeing. Having a look at what you're dealing with though, you're dealing with the Two of Swords in reverse. Two of Swords reversed here, Libra. I feel like for many of you, as of recently, you've kind of been very fixated on the lack of growth or the lack of something in your life. And I think that the more fixated you've been on this lack, the more you've been overthinking. Looking at the outcome here being the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is the card of overthinking. It's the card of worries. It's the card of fears. So what I'm kind of gathering from this reading, Libra, is like you've been fearing that you're not growing in a certain area of your life, and you've been very fearful that it's only going to get worse. So let's say maybe finances haven't been super abundant recently. You might have been really freaking out. You might have been really worried of like, well, fuck, I feel like I'm losing my money. I feel like my money's just not growing. It's not coming in, and I'm scared right now. I'm a little worried and freaked out if I'm going to be okay financially. Maybe you're a Libra and you've been freaking out because there's been a little bit of a lack of love coming from your person. Maybe your person hasn't been giving as much attention as they normally do. Maybe they've been seeming a little bit off, and it's like, well, I'm kind of worried now that with this lack coming from my lover that something's wrong, or that there's a situation here happening that's wrong in general. So I think whatever you're freaking out about is about to be solved, is what I would say here with the Ace of Pentacles, because Ace of Pentacles here is a card of a abundant opportunity coming in. So I feel a bit of a turnaround energy. I feel like you're going to get some sort of opportunity that's going to allow you to move out of this lack mentality where you believe that you don't have enough of something as you might have previously did. So if you've been worried about your finances, you're about to get an opportunity that's going to help you financially and start to push that financial growth. If you've been worried about how your partner's been behaving, they may actually end up talking to you, explaining why they've been behaving the way they are, and they're going to end up putting you at ease. So I feel many of you will find some sort of relief here. Whatever you kind of believed was lacking and not growing in your life, you're going to find some sort of relief. There's going to be an opportunity here that helps you and gets you out of that lack mentality and allows you to start to see growth coming again moving forward in your future. Okay? All right, Libra, of course, do take it if it resonates, leave it if it doesn't, but that's what I have in store here for you, okay? So we did our we did our water, we did our air. Jumping on into the fire, let's go ahead and have a look here at the Leo gang. What do we got going on, baby? Messages for Team Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Leo, we're getting this last shuffle, and we're seeing what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Leo, overall energy here for you is going to be the Five of Pentacles in the reverse position. So you could be connecting here potentially with an earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look into your current energy, we do have the Death in reverse. Taking a look at what it is you're dealing with, we have here the Eight of Swords, and then looking at the outcome for you, Leo, is going to be the Knight of Wands in the reverse position. So let's see what's going on here for the Lion Gang. Leo, coming into your next 24 hours, Five of Pentacles reversed, Death in the reverse position. Excuse me. Well, it kind of feels to me like something's not over yet. You thought it was, but it's not. This is giving me a relationship vibe in your life. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship for you, Leo, but I feel like it could be a friendship. It could be a relationship with somebody within your family, but it kind of feels to me like there was a lot of miscommunication, and it also feels to me like it's been very up and down with somebody that you do have a relationship with. So it seems like it's not over yet. Okay, looking at what you're dealing with, Eight of Swords, you're thinking a lot about this situation. You have a lot of thoughts to convey. You have a lot to communicate, but looking at the outcome here being the Knight of Wands reversed, Knight of Wands reversed here kind of represents that you don't really feel like taking initiative right now to fix the relationship because it's just a lot of ground to cover. So you're kind of in a bit of a weird spot with somebody that you have a relationship with. Doesn't matter what kind of relationship you have to the person. You're just in a weird spot with them. And it's like, I don't know. I'm in a space right now where I just don't know how to unpack everything because there's just so much to deal with. Well, here's my best advice. The more that you avoid the situation, right, Leo, the more things are going to pile up, right? So the more that you don't, deal with the problems and issues you might have with somebody you share a relationship with, it's like over time, the more problems are going to continue to pile up. I don't think you need to jump in and solve and fix everything immediately if you have a lot of issues right now with somebody that you care about. I think slow and steady goes a very long way here for you. And I think that little by little has the impact to make a massive change. So I really feel that if there is a relationship here that's not yet over in your life that you genuinely feel is worth saving, even if there's a lot to attack, there's a lot to cover, there's a lot to fix, going slow and steady, going day by day, giving a little will give you a lot in the end. And if you really feel like it's worth saving, go for it. Don't jump yourself all in, overwhelm yourself, and get to a point where you're not ready to solve everything all at once. Who is ready to solve everything all at once, right? So take it slow. Small change will definitely equate over time into big change, and it will solve everything inevitably. So if you really care about this, slow and steady is my advice. If you don't, though, then you have a very right here to say, you know what, it's time to let all this go. My thing here for you, Leo, is that if you don't want to save a relationship, don't keep it open, because the more you keep it open, the more it's always going to be that push and pull effect. If you really want to be done with something, be done with something. But if you don't want to be, put in the work. It's going to take a while, but put in the work, All right, Leo, let's keep it popping, pushing and moving forward. So we did our water, we did our air, and we did our fire. We're going to move on to the earth signs in just a sec. I just want to say a proper thank you real quick to people who donated. Justin Rivers, aka the Dragon Emperor. Thank you, brother, for the $9.99. I appreciate that. Excuse me. Thank you very much. You stated, I just want to spread my dragon love to the Cancer Moon community. Thank you for doing everything you do for us, Ant. And if nobody has told you today, I'm proud of you. Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate that so much, man. That was really kind of you, dog. I actually really, really appreciate that comment. Thanks, brother. It means a lot, man. It's nice to hear that. And I really, really appreciate you, man. And I appreciate everybody in the freaking community, y'all. Y'all are so freaking awesome. I always tell everybody this, for those of you that are subscribed, that are here right now, that are vibing and hanging out with me. You are literally the best community a person can ask for on the YouTube platform, okay? Not even just the YouTube platform, because you guys follow me on other platforms too, but just in general, you are the best community a person can ask for. And I love all of your light. I love all of your beautiful energy that you guys bring to the table each and every single day. And I'm truly, sincerely blessed to have all of you in my life. And I'm more than happy to give back anything that I can. So thank you, Justin. Appreciate everything you said. And I appreciate the donation a lot. Mojo, thank you for the 20. Really generous too. I haven't been on for some time, but I'm back, and I forgot how gifted you are. Shame on me. Not a shame on you at all. Thank you, though. I appreciate you coming back. I appreciate the donation, but most importantly, too, I appreciate you coming back and tuning in. It means a lot for me, and no shame on you at all. Y'all, at the end of the day, I totally understand if you can't be here. Life gets in the way, At the end of the day, life gets in the way for people. If you're busy, if you guys have to do your own thing, if you can't be on YouTube, if you got a lot going on at work, I don't take it personally. Everybody else has lives here too. And you know what? A lot of you make time out of your day, just like I have time out of my day, right, to come on here and do this. You guys take time out of your day to come on here and see me. And it means a lot to have this energy exchange, it really does. So I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all, and never feel bad if you got to take a break from the community and you got to do your own thing. And you got to live your own life. You always have the freedom to do so, and never feel like you have to be here, especially if you don't want to be here at the same time too, right? So always do you. And for those of you that are happy to be here, I'm happy to have you, and I appreciate the hell out of you. For sure, for sure. Jackie says, don't you get tired of being right 24/7? Yeah, me neither. Love you. So spot on. Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know, though. I can't say I'm right 24/7, right? I definitely have a lot of readings that are accurate, but I'm sure there are some times, guys, where they don't resonate or make no sense at all, and realize too that that's totally normal. I've had certain subscribers tell me, they were like, I don't know, you were spot on for me for a year, and then like you didn't resonate with me for 3 months. And I'm like, that's totally freaking normal. I tell people all the time, it's like, usually when my messages don't resonate with you, it's because you don't have any messages. And most of the time too, unless you're on here watching because you like to hang out and vibe, for people that are genuinely looking for messages in tarot, most of the time it's hard to find one when you're looking for it. Usually messages tend to kind of just come up and be there when you need to hear them most. So that's the way that I kind of go about viewing tarot too, right? It's like, don't always search for the messages, just kind of do your thing, hang out. If you like watching a reader, watch a reader. You don't always watch with the intention of having the reading resonate, but there might be something in there, that little glimmer that ends up resonating to you super hard when you least expect it. So just always know, if a message is meant for you, it will definitely be well delivered, okay? All right, everybody. Moving on forward, though. Appreciate y'all, and I appreciate the love you're sharing, but moving on forward, what is the last sign we just finished? I want to double check real quick. It was Leo, wasn't it, right? Yep. Did we finish Leo? I think we did, right? I just want to double check before I move on forward into the earth signs. I could have sworn we did finish Leo. So let me know, guys, before I move on forward. Dun, dun, dun. You give solid advice. Thank you, Vanessa. Appreciate that. I do my best, y'all. I know I'm young. I've actually had like a lot of people tell me before, like, well, not tell me before, but I've like seen people post online about like, you know, how young I am. And it's like, y'all are really taking advice from like a 20-something-year-old, you know, but at the end of the day, like, hey, I had a lot of life experience. We finished Leo. Cool. Okay, so we're going to move to the earth signs in just a second. My apologies, guys. I'm going to take a quick coffee break before I continue. But yeah, I do my best to give solid advice. You know, I'm 23 years old. I know I'm incredibly young, but I've experienced a lot in my life, a lot. And a lot of it not so kind. Like I've experienced a lot of harsh shit, you know, so that's why I can relate a lot to the stuff that some of you guys go through, you know? But yeah, I wouldn't take it back for anything though. I'm going to throw that out there right now. I wouldn't take back any of the hard times I've experienced for where I am right now and for what it molded me and shaped me into the person that I am today. 100%. I would do it all over again if I needed to. You know, I would do my life all over again right now to get right back to where I am, just because the struggles that I went through made me to the person that I am right now. And genuinely, I have so much gratitude for my past. And I think that if you can learn to look at your life like that, you will find so much value like within your experiences for sure. But all right, guys, so moving along forward here, we did finish our Leos, okay? So we're going to jump back on into the Earth sign, and let's have a look here at the Taurus, all right? What do we got going on here, please, for the zodiac sign of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. By the way, for the 205 people in the chat, if you guys could drop a like, I'd appreciate it. Thank you for being here. You guys definitely mean a lot. Thank you all so much. What do we got going on here for the zodiac sign of Taurus? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, my bull gang, we're getting this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Taurus, overall energy for you is going to be the Page of Pentacles. So you could be connecting here potentially with a earth sign like a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Having a look at your current energy, we have here the Moon card, looking at what it is you're dealing with. We have the Three of Wands, and then looking at the outcome for you, Taurus, we do have here the Seven of Swords in reverse. So having a look here into your next 24 hours, Page of Pentacles here to the Moon card showing up for you. Kind of feels to me here for you, Taurian, that you're in a space where you're going to be offering up something. It kind of feels like you're offering like a piece of emotional wisdom or a piece of emotional advice. Someone here, looking at what you're dealing with, Three of Wands, someone here is, how do I say this? Dun 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 dun. Three of Wands, someone here is like waiting on something, okay? Someone here stagnant, and I feel like this is you helping them out. I feel like this message, Taurus, is more about you helping somebody out than vice versa or the other way around. If there's someone in your life who's been stuck, maybe it's been one of your best friends, maybe it's been your parents, maybe it's been your kids, if you have children, it's like you see somebody in life who's been so stagnant, you see somebody in life who's been so stuck, and I kind of feel like you're going to be offering your words of wisdom here in the next 24 hours. If there's one thing I know about Tauruses, is that Taurians have a great way of talking to somebody and giving them a message when they really need to hear it. You know, that's what I love so much about the Taurian people in my life, because the shit y'all say sometimes, it just hits different. Like Tauruses can be incredibly freaking deep, and people don't even realize that. That's why a Taurus and a Cancer can be such a great combo when it comes towards love, because there's a deep sense of understanding, especially while conversing, because Taurians have a great way of getting very deep with individuals. So Taurus, I think that in the next 24 hours for you, this is kind of the energy where you're going to be communicating to somebody and offering them a solid piece of advice, or giving them, you know, some sense of motivation if they're in a place in their life where they're stuck. Because looking at the outcome here being the Seven of Swords reversed here represents you don't want to see somebody struggle or go through the same things you did. Because I think that that's kind of the vibration I'm seeing here, Taurian. You see somebody going through something that you've already kind of previously dealt with in your life, something similar, and you don't want to see them set on that path when that path is completely avoidable. So I almost feel like you're going to be looking out for somebody here Now, this can be vice versa. There can potentially be somebody here looking out here for you, Taurus. So if that's the case and someone here is kind of giving you advice because they were in a similar situation in the past and they want to make sure they don't see you get out in harm's way, you know, if somebody's trying to give you some solid piece of advice, I would definitely listen to it. But I feel like for the majority of you, this is probably you talking to somebody you care about because you see what they're doing, you see what you've been through, and you see what they're going through, and you're like, you can avoid this right now by making a completely different change to the path you're currently on. So I kind of feel like you'll be giving out words of wisdom here, Taurian. But if it's not about that, it very well likely could be somebody else here giving you words of wisdom. So if you're a Taurus and somebody here just happens to, converse with you, get deep with you, and give you these words of wisdoms, I would definitely not avoid it. I would listen to it. I would take it in. I would absorb all that knowledge because I feel like it's really going to help you and benefit you. All right? All right, Taurus, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our second batch of zodiacs. We're going to move on into the last and final batch in just a sec. I just did want to do a quick reminder. Quick reminder for Goodman. Goodman, if you're in the chat right now, if you can just type something in the chat real quick, that would be perfect so I can re-moderate you. The way I explained it yesterday, but with YouTube, I can't make you a moderator like through normal comments. Like you have to be in the live stream typing in order for me to make you a moderator. So Goodman, if you're in the chat right now, I'm not sure if you are, just type a message. You can say like, hi Ant, or what's going on. You can type literally anything. You can type a letter if you'd like to, just so I can see your name in the chat and then I can manually re-moderate you on the new account that you're on. Okay. So if you're in here, just go ahead and do that. It should catch my eye. If I don't see it, somebody remind me so I can go ahead and re-moderate Goodman because, I think you're on a new account, so that's why the moderator status isn't there. All right, everybody. So moving on forward, we finished up our second batch of zodiacs for today. Damn, it's already been 41 minutes in this stream. I feel like we just started. So moving along forward to the last and final batch, let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Cancer gang. What's up, baby? Messages for Team Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. In the next 24 hours, what information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Cancer, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Cancer, overall energy here for you is going to be the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse position. So right off the bat, you could be connecting here with an earth sign for some of you. Having a look at your current energy, we have the Hangman. Taking a look here at what it is you're dealing with, Cancer. We do have the Ace of Swords. And then taking a look here at the outcome for you, Cancerian, is going to be the Five of Cups in the reverse position. So let's see what we have in store here for you. Okay, Cancer, coming into your next 24 hours, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse to the Hangman card upright. So you might be dealing with a Pisces here. I'm not sure if I mentioned that already, but we have the Hangman. Nine of Pentacles reverse usually tends to represent Cancer feeling not all that confident, right? Because Nine of Pentacles reversed is a card that represents a lack of confidence or a lack of not wanting to be super independent. So I feel like some of you here are in the space where you're stuck because you don't want to feel lonely, but you also kind of feel like you have nobody to surround yourself with. You know, that's the vibration that I'm feeling here so far for you, Cancer. It's like, I don't want to be alone, but at the same time, it's like I don't really feel like I have people to surround myself with. And looking at what it is you're dealing with here being the Ace of Swords, I don't have people to really surround myself with because at the same time, there's a lot of people in my life that I cut out and that I removed because those were people in my life that weren't good for me. Those are people in my life that made a negative impact on me. So it's a bit of a trade-off, right? It's like I cut people out because those were people that were negatively impacting me, but at the same time, those people I cut out made it very limited who I could surround myself with, you know? And I really resonate with that, Cancer. Not at this point in my life, but in the past for me, I really resonated with that because there were a lot of people, man, that I had to cut out in my life. And I got to the point where recognizing that it was a bit of a trade-off because after I cut out all those people, it was like, fuck, like, I feel like I got nobody to surround myself with. And it sucked. It wasn't fun. And with that all being said here for everybody, it can be a little bit of a rough time, but I think that at the end of the day, when we think about the trade-off, what's better? Is it better to be surrounded by a bunch of shitty people or to be surrounded by yourself and be the person who gets to love yourself and lift yourself up and be the homie to you? Because the way that I truly see it is that it's way better to be surrounded by yourself than to be surrounded by a bunch of fake people or people that have negative influence on you. And I think that once you start to realize that, Cancer, and you start to embrace that truth, you recognize, you know what, maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe I could get used to, being more in this independent space at this time. And looking at the outcome here being the Five of Cups reversed, right? Five of Cups reversed represents forward movement. It represents moving on. But I think that the Ace of Swords, which is what I want to talk about, is the realization for you, Cancer. Maybe I can take this time and use it as an opportunity to focus on building myself up to become the best version of myself that I could be and to love the crap out of who I am. And I can take all this time to put in major self-improvement energy because I don't have negative energy surrounding me. So therefore, I can be the positive light in my life that I needed all this time. So what I see here for you, Cancer, is that the trade-off's worth it. It truly is. And you know what? In due time, the more you keep falling in love with yourself, the more you keep doing your best to be the best version of you, the more you're going to attract people in your life that are loving you unconditionally for who you are and vice versa. It took me a while to make sure I was connecting with people in my life who were genuinely true and good to me. It took me so long, guys. You have no idea how many moments I've experienced in my life of people who've backstabbed me, people who were just very low vibrational and toxic, and it took me too long to see it. People who were just not good individuals. I've been through it a lot with a lot of people, and I've always been let down, especially when it came towards friendships. And it took me a while to find my real circle of people who I can trust, who I love unconditionally, who are great for me, and who I'm great for back. And, eventually you get there. You really do. So just throwing that out there to any of the Cancers that are like feeling a little bit lonely because, you need to cut off all these negative ass energies. It's like in due time, you're going to manifest the right people for you. Your soul family, your soul tribe will always find you. Okay? All right, Team Cancer, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up all the water signs here for today. Jumping back on into the lovely air sign. Let's have a look here at the Gemini gang. What's going on, baby? Messages for Team Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac sign of Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Gemini, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Gemini, overall energy here for you is going to be the Ten of Cups. So you could be connecting here possibly with a water sign for some of you. Having a look here at your current energy, we do have here the Hangman. Looking at what it is you're dealing with, we got the Five of Pentacles. And then looking at the outcome for you, Gemini, we have the King of Cups. Okay, so Gemini, let's take a look here and see what's up. Well, starting out here with the overall energy for you, we start out with the Ten of Cups and then we move here into the Hangman. So Ten of Cups to the Hangman card. Pretty interesting energy for sure. Kind of feels to me like it is. I don't feel like this would be representing stagnancy, though. I think it more so represents enlightenment for you, if anything. I think for many of you Geminis, you're kind of starting to realize how much better off you are without something in your life. Because taking a look at what you're dealing with here being the Five of Pentacles is the card that represents lack. It represents to be without something, right? So by having something no longer in your life, I think that's the realization and enlightenment you've received that you're way better off without it. Looking at the outcome here being the King of Cups is one of those cards over here that's very much so a super grounded, positive type of card, So you're in a very grounded space here is what I'm seeing for you, okay? All right, so Gemini, that's a pretty quick and basic message, but that's what I have in store here for you. It feels to me like many of you are just going to come to the realization in the next 24 hours of how much better off you are without someone or something, and King of Cups coming out over here. You're in a great place emotionally without this situation or this individual, I think sometimes in life, we think that without something, it's going to be horrible, but you're never going to know until you experience it. You're never going to know how you feel without something unless you actually give yourself a chance to detach. And I think that as you have detached, Gemini, you are now coming to the conclusion of like, oh yeah, this was the right choice to make. I needed to take a step back from someone or something because it was the right decision for me. All right. So Gemini, very short, quick, and to the point read, but that's what I have here for you. Of course, take it if it resonates. Leave it if it does not. Okay. All right, Gemini, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Real quick, everybody. I see Goodman here is in the chat. Goodman, let me just go ahead and make you a moderator again. So let me re-moderate you real fast, and then I'm going to carry on with the rest of the readings. So give me 1 second. Add moderator to Goodman. Beautiful. All right, Goodman, you're back. You're now remodded. I just had to go ahead and do that real quick in the live stream in order to make it work, okay? All right, y'all. So all the water are done. All the air is done. Jumping back on into our fire signs now. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the lovely and amazing Sagittarius gang. What is going on, baby? Messages for Team Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on here for the zodiac of Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. All right, Team Saggy, we're going to get this last and final shuffle, and we'll see what's up, baby. Hopefully all is well. Sagittarius, overall energy here for you is going to be the Four of Swords. So you could be connecting here potentially with an air sign like a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, having a look into your current energy. Excuse me, y'all. Throat's kicking a little bit, so don't mind me over here. Having a look into your current energy, we do have the Death card. Looking at what you're dealing with, Sagittarius, we have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and then looking at the outcome here for you is going to be the Hermit. So let's see what we have in store here for you. All right, Sagittarius. We start out here with the Four of Swords, and then we move into the Death card showing up here as well. This is Scorpionic energy. This is Virgo energy. Take it if it resonates, if that's what you're connecting with. So Sagittarius, Four of Swords to the Death card. Not only did you need a break from something, but it feels to me like a break is moving more into something permanent. I think that you're kind of recognizing I've taken a break, but now I think that I want to decide to make this more permanent. You know, having a look at what you're dealing with, King of Pentacles reversed, it does kind of feel to me though that this decision to make something permanent might be coming from a place where you're not fully grounded yet in your decision making, because King of Pentacles upright would say you're totally grounded, you're totally content, you feel like you're totally ready to make this decision, it's the correct and right thing to do. But because the King of Pentacles is showing up in reverse, it could potentially mean that you're making a decision to end something permanently on an impulse. So of course it's not going to resonate to every Saggy out there, but way I'm seeing it for you is like Sagittarius, you might just be feeling a tad wee impulsive in the next 24 hours, and maybe you should kind of not make any major decisions until you really feel completely grounded and completely in the space where you know the decision you're making is the absolute right decision that works for you. You know, looking at the outcome here being the Hermit card here says, along with the Death card and the Four of Swords, you know, all this energy says is like, you know what? I'm going to end something permanently, and then I'm going to remove myself out of the equation. I'm going to keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. You know, let's say for a second we're talking about love. Maybe you and your boyfriend get in a fight, or you and your boyfriend have been in a weird place for a while, and you're like, you know what? Screw this. I'm over it. I'm going to make it permanent. We've taken a break for a while, but this time I mean it. I want to move on and I want to let go. You know, if that's the case here for you, Sag, you might not necessarily feel like that. You know, you might regret that choice later on, because I'm not sure here with the King of Pentacles reversed if you're really in a space where you know this is the right decision to make. So my best advice for any Sagittarians is that even if you feel super sure, part of me still feels like you're not. I would wait, okay? I would wait here. I would put off making any sort of final decisions about something until you're absolutely undoubtedly sure that the decision you're making is the right decision for you, okay? So I know it's not going to resonate to every Sag out there, but if you find yourself in any situation, not even just a love-based situation, any situation where it's about having to make a final choice or having to officially end something, really think hard about it. And if you truly feel like it's the right decision for you, then proceed, okay? But if you're unsure, give yourself more time to think things through, all right? Don't make any impulse decisions. Just make sure you're absolutely certain, okay? All right, Sagittarius, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. So we finished up our lovely fire. We also did our water and our air signs. Moving on to the last but not least zodiac sign of today. Let's go ahead and have a look here at the Virgo. All right, what do we got going on here for Team Virgo, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours. What information do we got showing up here, please, for the zodiac signs of Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the next 24 hours? All right, Team Virgo, we're going to get this last and final shuffle and we'll see what's going on, baby. Hopefully all is well. Virgo, overall energy for you is going to be the 10 of Cups. So right off the bat, you could be connecting here potentially with a water sign like a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Looking at your current energy, we got the Chariot in reverse, big Cancer vibe showing up here for you. Looking at what you're dealing with, we got the Eight of Wands reversed, and then looking at the outcome for you, Virgo, is going to be the Knight of Pentacles. So let's see what's in store here for you. All right, Virgo, coming into your next 24 hours, 10 of Cups here to the Chariot in reverse. I see you not wanting to leave. A very happy-dappy situation is what it looks like to me, Virgo. For those of you, it kind of reminds me of a vibration of like being on vacation. Like you go to Bora Bora, it's beautiful as fuck, and you just don't want to leave. I don't want to go back to work. I don't want to go back and see like all my friends. I want to be here by myself, sitting on this beautiful ass beach with this lovely crystal clear water and living my best life. Like, you know, so I kind of feel like in your next 24 hours, it's going to be one of those days where something really good is happening, something really good is going on, and it's like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to walk away. I want to stay exactly right where I am. And having a look at what it is you're dealing with here, Eight of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands reversed tells me that it doesn't even look like you're going to end up leaving. Okay. You might be a Virgo who's on their last day of vacation and decides to extend their vacation. Just a random thing out there. If you're a Virgo currently taking a vacation, you might extend it, okay? It might be one of those last days and you're like, fuck no, I got to stay here a little bit longer, okay? The boss can wait at work. I'm going to go ahead and put in a couple more days, okay? You can yell at me later. I don't care. But either way, you know, this is not going to resonate to most Virgos about vacation time, but what I do see for the mass majority of you is that in your next 24 hours, 10 of Cups, something really good is happening. It's going to be one of those days that's a really good day for you. And it's going to be one of those days where whatever's happening that's really good, maybe you're spending time with your lover, maybe you're spending time with your friends, maybe you're spending time really enjoying a project or something that you're doing, but something's going to really consume your attention all day. And it seems to me like you're going to be tuning out everything else. So let's say you found somebody that you really click with and you vibe with, you might go out on a date with them. And guess what? That date turns in from, you know, you hang out at 6 p.m. and you're going to hang out till like 2 in the morning. You know, it's going to be something that lasts all day, right? You can talk with a person for hours and you're like, okay, I like this individual a lot. I never want to stop talking with them. I like them. I want to go ahead and continue this forward. Maybe in your next 24 hours, you're hanging out with your friends and you're like, yep, I'm having such a good time. I'm going to ignore everything else right now and continue doing what I'm loving and enjoying. Same thing if you're working on a project, so on and so forth. So Virgo, I feel like it's going to be one of those days where something happens that you're going to be incredibly happy with. It's going to be a fun, awesome, fantastic time. And you're not going to want it to end. Of course, it will end for sure because you got to go to bed at some point. But I kind of get the vibration here that you're tapping into something that's going to start to be, it's going to become, how do I say this? I don't want to say it's going to become longevity, but I guess that's what I mean. You're in a situation that's going to become a long-lasting situation is what I'm feeling. So Virgo, let's say you're going on your first date in the next 24 hours with somebody. You know, just by you having such a fantastic first date, I feel like it's going to continue to carry on. Looking at the outcome being the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, this is a connection that has a good promise of longevity. You know, if you found a new hobby in the next 24 hours and you find yourself really invested in it, it's like, this is going to be a hobby that lasts a while that maybe you can do something special with, you know? Same thing with certain friends. It's like, if you meet a new friend or a new acquaintance, it's like, this is going to be somebody who's going to really be a part of my life for quite a long time. I can feel it. So I feel new beginnings here manifesting for sure for many of you. And I do feel like something very special is about to be a part of your future. Okay, cool. All right, Virgo, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. And I wish I was on a vacation. Trust me, y'all, I feel y'all. I did not take a vacation this year at all, but I do plan on taking a vacation at some point. So if it's not, if I don't take one before the ending of 2022, probably going to take one maybe January, February. Gotta do it. Earth Angel 7, thank you so much for the 1111. Thank you. Really appreciate that. You said vacation is so needed. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. You're very welcome. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. And yeah, I think the world needs a vacation for sure. Everybody needs to go chill, relax, and have some fun. Everybody's been busting their butts lately on the planet. We all deserve a vacation, baby. We deserve a nice spa week, okay? Oh God, I'm dying to go in the hot tub right now. That would be nice. That was one great thing about living with my parents was the hot tub. Okay, I got to get my ass over there before it closes for the winter time. All right. Anyways, y'all, let's keep it popping, pushing, and moving forward. Guys, I want to thank you all so much for coming out to the daily reading. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. Shout out to the people that come out Monday through Friday. Thank you for your love, everybody. Thank you for your support. You guys are super duper appreciated. I do want to mention for everybody who's up here in the chat, if you could drop a like, that would be incredibly awesome. Thank you for being here and spending time with me. I hope you've had a fun and fantastic time. So if you're in here right now, definitely drop a like. It'd be super appreciated. For those of you here that are new to the YouTube channel, if you fuck with the channel and you fuck with the vibes, come on down and subscribe, baby. If you're new here, consider subscribing. It would be gratefully appreciated. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, you can check out my Twitter and my Instagram. They're right above over here if you want to drop a follow over there. If you want to check out all of my social medias, do remember it's in the description box of every YouTube video that I post. So if you want to check out any social medias I have and drop a follow on them, go to the description box. You'll see all of them and you can follow them accordingly to whatever social media you wish to follow me on. And as I mentioned, if you would like to subscribe, that'd be amazing. And if you are currently subscribed or if you plan on subscribing, definitely also feel free to hit that notification bell so that you can never miss when I upload or when I go live, so you can always stay notified and up to date with all the current videos that I end up posting in the future. Okay? Schedule for this week, everybody. I'm going to continue to, I'm going to start, but I'm currently working on the November readings, so I'm going to start to upload them this week, and I will continue working on them from this week into next week. So November readings will be coming shortly for everybody. Stay tuned. I'm working on getting those out to you right now. Okay. All right, everybody. I love you all so much. Have a happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen. That means it's a Taco Tuesday. Get yourself some lovely tacos. Get some Chipotle. Get some Taco Bell. Make some homemade fucking tacos. And it's going to be a fantastic time, guys. Eat well today. Happy Tuesday. Wishing you all the best. Much love to you. And I will catch everybody in the next video. Much love to my soul family. And y'all, take care and have yourselves a good one. Later, y'all, and peace.